The environment and planning domain in the city is critical, of course, and traditionally always has been very much linked to the city because it is the domain in which the city is created or changed. Planning departments are involved, private firms are involved. Those would be architects, urban designers, urban planners, landscape architects, and so forth. And all of those people usually work not with each other, sort of with each other, but not really with the same referential. And we are here right now trying to provide a single referential for all of them. What Dassault Systèmes can provide for this particular domain is a dynamic model that is collecting from everywhere key data that is relevant for the planning and the design of a city. And more importantly is that this single source of reference becomes available through a platform to all of those players that are relevant for the planning of the city. Let's assume hot, steamy climate for a moment. A group of planners, urban designers and architects come together and they got a puzzle. The puzzle is you have no space really to plan anything on. You have to understand 100% all of the implications while you're planning, and most importantly, you have to plan a beautiful environment to work and live in for the citizens. So here the challenge is really a hyperdense city we're talking about, and how do you communicate your respective ideas and values, and how do you bring this quickly forward into a coherent model? So first step would be to have an authoring environment within which you actively work. You bring in here the digitized version of what is already there. Then upon that, you understand all what is relevant for you to do planning, so you know the limit. So and then the next step is, of course, to load in the analytic tools, but most importantly simulation, because simulation will enable you here, for example, to see, can I get a passive cooling condition by just testing out how much wind goes in which direction over the course of the year, and so on and so on. So until you reach a limit and a consensus with everybody planning, saying, okay, this is the best we can do at this point, and you go into the next stage, which is the realization stage of this. To summarize, it's on one hand a collaborative environment for all of the players that make actively a city, and on the other hand, it's enabling all of them to jointly create visions for the future of the city and test them, and that's very important.